Alright, so today we're going to show you the Omega HD SPR for simultaneous playback and record, controlled by the DNF DMAT, which is a sophisticated third-party RS-422 controller that allows us to create a highlights list and mark in events as we go through the live event. Right now, what we have on the larger screen and on the left screen of this dual view here is the live channel coming in. In this instance, we're going to be using a horse race, and what I'm going to do now is basically initiate the record of the event simply by doing a shift record, and now my unit will go into a record mode. You probably noticed it says record here and the red light is turned on. So I'm actually recording the whole event right now, and if I press the go to live button, my playback channel will play back with a 3-second delay which has been preset. So the event will start, and as the event starts, I'm going to start marking in events so that I can have different views. So I just marked in event 1. I'm going to go into the next queue, and my next event will be the first corner, which is of interest to me. So as I go into the corner, I'm going to start marking in, and this is the quarter mile, so I'm going to mark that out, move to the next event, which will be, in this case, my third event, heading into the third corner. So effectively, at the end of the live event, I'll be able to create a highlights list. So this is the half mile coming in. I'm going to mark that in. So this is the actual live event. This is a 3-second delayed view. That delay can be adjusted. So now coming into the third corner, I'm going to start recording that as well. There we go. Moving to the next event. 3/4 mile coming in, so I'm going to record that. Moving to the next queue, the last stretch. I'm going to mark that in as well. Going to the last corner. Move on to the next event. And this is now the last stretch of the event. And now heading to the finish. 100 yards away. There you go, there's the finish line. Now I might be interested in what's coming up next. Of course, when I'm satisfied, I can stop the record. I can create a highlights list. This is effectively what I've done with the 7 highlights. I created a list that I can start by pressing play, and what we will see now is a time compressed version of the whole event. So each corner, each quarter mile, so on and so forth. Now if I'm interested in going back to the start, I select event 00, press go to, and there it is. And if I want to constantly play this thing in a loop, I can do it. So now I'm only looking at the start that's playing in a loop. If I'm interested in looking at the end, I can go and get that particular event, go to nonlinear aspect, and again, because I have this loop aspect, I'm just going to loop the end. So you can see the power of the third-party controller when connected to our nonlinear media recorder, the Omega HD. So this is what the list of events looks like. Notice on top it says the time code being played back, what the clip is, what the cue is, what its title is, in this case 3/4 mile, and notice we're basically running through the list of events. So you effectively can call up any one of the events from 1000 to 1007 in a non-linear fashion, and you get information on each one of the cues as they go through with the list. Very useful, and as I said before, gives us the ability to go back and look at segments. So there's the start, event 1000. Q1001 is the first turn of the race. Second 3/4 mile is the third event. Then we move on to this section, which has not been identified. Now the third turn. Here, this is the last stretch. 200 yards left. Now, one of the benefits of the Omega HD and all fast forward video product is our ability to create slow-mo or slow motion pictures from compressed JPEG 2000 image. So using the T-bar on this controller here, I can actually play this very section and slow it down. For instance, this is about 1/10 the speed, whereas this is twice the speed. So notice every single frame is part of the image, or has been recorded, and with the T-bar control I'm able to slow down images, jog ability, and again, because this is JPEG 2000 technology, notice I can actually move back and forth and very simply go and get what I'm interested in, and I can shuttle up to 60 times speed, so I can rewind the whole event, start it, play it back, and of course, as I said before, at any one time go and get particular events in a non-linear fashion. And now I'm kicking in the slow-mo. So this benefit is part of all the features of every single Omega HD when combined with a third-party control, in this case the DNF DMAT.